Hello there, everyone. You know who I am, E.T. Templar, alien crusader from beyond the heavens, and over here we have our fleet captains. It's a gimmick for people who support this channel. You don't have to, so in order to get the panhandling out of the way, I figured I'd put it at the start of the video because I don't think anyone stays around to the end. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this one, and again, thank you for watching. So, are you guys ready to have your asses chapped? Well, I hope you are ready, because this most uncertainly will. Let's get into it, shall we? Alrighty.
And is worried about President Trump winning again.
I am terrified about what could possibly happen because our leaders matter. Who we select, who speaks for us, who holds that bullied pulpit. It affects us in ways that sometimes I think people take for granted. You know, the fact that people think that government, does it really even do anything? And I'm like, oh my God, does government do everything for us? And we cannot take this democracy for granted. And sometimes I worry that we do.
Anyways, that's Big Mike saying they're afraid of terrified about the 2024 election if Trump gets in. So let us talk about the Obama family financials, shall we? Let's do that. So the Obamas currently are worth $135 million. And Obama made $64 million off his book Promised Land. He did a speaking fee where he made $400,000 at an investment firm, Cantor Fitzgerald, and he owns an $8.1 million house. So, the fact of them being afraid is absolute horseshit. It's publicity. See, you and I, we have to face the world. We have to face violence, pain, rejection, failure, and I'm not saying the Obamas ever have, but they're worth $135 million fucking dollars. What did they have to be afraid of? And that's just the financial side. They have around-the-clock, 24-hour Secret Service support, and I think Barack Obama still makes his presidential salary. And when he was in office for 4 years is $400,000 a year. So let's do a quick little bit of math. 400,000 times 4, yeah. Times 4. And that is approximately 1,600,000. Give or take taxes. But the fact that Big Mike, Michelle Obama, is saying this is absurd. She's not afraid of shit. Just, again, 24-hour Secret Service protection, preferential treatment with local and PD. They live in $8.1 million mansions. And I don't know about how many of you have ever made $400,000 to speak to a fucking investment firm. So, yeah, she's not afraid of shit. This is her just doing their political thing to try and drum up and make bullshit fear about Trump. You know, at the end of the day, Trump and Biden really can't do shit. The president can't do shit. All the power's in the Congress and Senate and House of Representatives. That's where the power is. And, of course, the legislative, the judges. That's where the true form of power is. But this level of fear-mongering is just fucking hilarious. Because, again, from a family worth $135 million, private security more than likely, Secret Service, and not only that, previous presidents are always brought in on, I think it's called daily reports. So I think even George Bush, they're kept up to date about current things going on. So they're still in the loop as far as power is concerned. And it's just absurd to see Michelle come out here and say she's afraid of Trump or afraid of the 2024 elections. They're beyond fear. I think Obama's house, too, it's rumored that it has its own power grid and its own fucking diesel generator. So when the world goes to shit and you and I are in the dark, terrified and the world's falling apart, they'll be in their $8.1 million house with their own power, energy, and probably supplies and security as the world for us falls apart and we get murdered in the dark. But they're afraid. So don't ever believe whenever these big, rich, fancy people come out and say they're afraid for Trump or the 2024 elections. They're set. They've got bunkers, they've got security, they've got millions of dollars. Whereas us, we're going to have to get our hands dirty the old-fashioned ways when or if things go to shit. So this was just funny. I thought I would share it with you. And again, let's go over the financials. $135 million net worth, $65 million off a book, speaking fee of $400,000 at investment firm Cantor Fitzgerald, and they live in an $8.1 million house, and that's just the one house I know of. They probably got 3 or 4 vacation homes, one of them in Hawaii, I believe. So, again, they can bug out to another house if things get too dicey, but these people are fucking afraid. Okay. Fuck you. So again, this is just so fucking funny because even if Trump became this Hitler 2.0, the Obamas have enough money and Secret Service protection to whisk them away to their vacation home in Hawaii and to be secured, or they have enough money and capital to move around to go to a country and be safe. Meanwhile, you and I will be locked in a bitter civil war, neighbor versus neighbor, family versus family, and they'll just be fucked off, maybe in a bunker or again, Hawaii or some other safe zone, whereas we'll be tearing each other apart in the Civil War. So the fact that these fuckers are saying they're afraid for 2024 is the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen or heard. Because again, as someone who's worth $135 million, in my humble opinion, can't be afraid. You just can't, especially if you have around-the-clock, 24-hour Secret Service protection and protection off the American taxpayer. So, again, this is unbelievable horseshit. And don't believe the fear about this bullshit about Trump being Hitler 2.0 if he gets in again. But you see, the left is scared because they see the Bidenomics, right? They see that's not working. They see that Biden can barely control his bowels. They see him shitting his pants. They see him mumbling over a teleprompter, and they are thinking, "Holy shit, this guy can't make it a second term." And with the other candidates they got, they can't track flies to shit. And the GOP, their adversaries, again, same situation. They have candidates that can't track flies to shit. Where it leaves Trump is a main, big, still contributing threat to the left and the established order, the New World Order, Illuminati, whatever you want to call it. And he's still a powerhouse, and that's why they're crapping their pants. That's why they have Big Mike coming out here and going, "Now I'm scared, Big Man Trump, the Cheeto's gonna get me," right? And they know there's a good chance that he could win a second election, and they can't cheat. Let me rephrase this, because again, on this fucking platform, we can't get into specifics, but they know they can't weighten the scales in their favor a second time, because everyone knows, everyone's onto their tricks. And again, they can't pull that shit twice. Anyways, and even if you're on the left side of things, all the powers in Congress, Senate, House of Representatives, and the legislative branch, the judges. So even if you're a big-time leftist Marxist and you're scared of the big man Trump, just remember the president really can't do shit at the end of the day. He really can't. And Trump being in isn't really going to change your entire world. So it's the same thing with Biden, right? The only thing Biden can do is maybe shit his pants some more for like 2 more years or whatever. It's just, it's ridiculous.